Stevens, the instrumental music teacher. As a 4th or 5th grader, you get to choose to play an instrument, and I hope that you all do. During this presentation, I want you to listen, look, and figure out which one you want to play. Hopefully, you will be really excited and tell your parents. But sometimes parents like to ruin kids' fun. If they say, "I can't afford lessons," you can say, "They are free." If they say, "Okay, but we just don't have time for more classes in the evening," you can say, "It's during school." The lessons are once a week for 30 minutes at Bayard Rustin Elementary School and 45 minutes at Joanne Lelick Elementary School. Your parents might say, "Well, that sounds pretty good, but I can't afford to buy you an instrument." Then you can say, "You don't have to. We can rent." Renting is like borrowing. You just make small payments once a month, and at the end of the year, you give it back to the store. Our school also has some instruments available for borrowing. Okay, here's your first test of the school year. Think about your answer to these questions. Question number 1. How much are the lessons? They're free. Question number 2. When do the lessons take place? That's right, they take place during school. Question number 3. Do you have to buy the instrument? No, you can rent it or borrow from the school. Let's take a look at the instruments that are available to play. They all belong to the different instrument families that I bet you have learned about in general music. Woodwinds, brass, strings, and percussion. Let's start with the violin. All string instruments come in different sizes. The violin is the smallest and the highest sounding member of the string family. Next is the viola. It looks like a violin, but it sounds slightly lower. See? The final string instrument is the cello. I'm sure you guys know this is not the correct way to hold the cello. The bigger the string instrument, the lower the sound. Let's listen. Cellos can also play melodic songs as well. Our next instrument is the trombone. It is part of the brass family. Brass instruments make a sound by buzzing. Try this at home. Put your lips together like you're saying "mmm" and make this sound. When I buzz into the mouthpiece, it sounds kind of like an overweight duck. In your class, you'd get in trouble for doing that. But in my class, you get a good grade for it. The trombone uses the slide and your arm like this. You can play songs on it too. The trumpet is also a brass instrument. Its mouthpiece is smaller, so when I buzz into it, it sounds like the duck lost weight. Trumpet players use 3 fingers to change notes instead of their arm. I think you'll recognize this song. The saxophone is a woodwind instrument. It looks like brass, but uses a reed. Saxophones are heavy, but you get a strap. Saxophone players do need to have large enough hands to reach the keys. Here is another one I bet you know. The clarinet is a smaller woodwind instrument than the saxophone. Did you play recorder? It's a lot like that. It also has a smaller reed than the saxophone. I do have one rule if you decide to play the clarinet. You just have to be better than Squidward.
Yeah, we're with the pet hospital down the street, and I understand you have a dying animal on the premises.
Okay, here's what the clarinet sounds like when it's played correctly. Our final woodwind instrument is the flute. It doesn't have a reed like other woodwinds, so you blow across the hole. Have you ever taken a soda bottle and blown? It's just like that. Instead of holding it in front of you, hold it out to the side. Here's another song I think you'll recognize. Our last instrument is percussion. Percussion means anything that you strike. These are all of the instruments that I teach. All right, it's test time. Let's review those 3 questions one more time. Number 1, do lessons cost a lot of money? No, they're free. Number 2, are the lessons after school? Are they before school? When are they? They're during school. And question number 3, do you have to buy the instrument? What do? You can rent or borrow from the school. Now let's talk about how to sign up for instrumental music. You can find the form to sign up online either on our school website or in MyMCPS. Click where it says Register for Instrumental Music here. Then fill out the form. You'll get to choose your first and second choice instruments in the drop-down menu at the bottom of the form. If you don't turn in the form, I won't know that you want to play, so make sure that you do. If your parents want to meet, I will have an information meeting soon. I hope that every single one of you plays. Please don't think that I magically picked up these instruments and just played in my video. I had to do homework, which is practicing. But it is fun homework because you get to play songs. Check out a song that one of my groups put together last spring. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I look forward to seeing you in instrumental music class. Bye-bye!